Hi everyone, my name is Nattavud Pimpa from the College of Management, Mahidol University in Thailand. First of all, I would like to thank the organizer of the event for the award and for the creation of this important academic forum for us to exchange our views and ideas on certain areas that we've been working on. In my case, I am an academic in management, education, and business practices. So I've been looking for important issues on gender and business for nearly a decade. And that came from my foundation background in international business when I try to understand how international business can really influence life. So when it comes to gender and international business, there are a couple of ideas to look at, but in this presentation that I'd like to share with you is the story on workplace. My team and I look at workplace discrimination against LGBTIQ plus workers in the Thai business sectors. And there are a number of reasons for me to look at this topic to start with. Well, first of all, we talk about leave no one behind. It's part of the Sustainable Development Goals, but we tend to leave certain groups of people, in this case, LGBTIQ people, IQ plus people, behind of the work and opportunities in life. Second, I think the concept of diversity, equity, and inclusion seems to be really one of the most wonderful ideas that we in business sectors learn, and that can not just really increase the value of the organization, but also help us to support each other in the tough time. And when it comes to LGBTIQ plus people in the Thai business sectors, this is still not quite common for most business organization to make mention of the LGBTIQ formally. So there seems to be the vibe of understanding, acceptance, but we don't formalize this situation. And that's been my question from the beginning, that to what extent can we define the types of discrimination and how they impact LGBTIQ plus people. So in this research, I start from this simple point, and then I contact the UNDP, and we started a project on development of gender toolkits for Thai business sectors, which seems to be well. We try to understand the nature and the need of LGBTIQ plus workers, and maybe those who want to be in the industry as well. So this study is qualitative by nature, and in order to understand this, I work with the network of the UNDP friends and business who agree to share their HR resources and allow us to conduct some interview with key business policies creator and the workers and the customers. So at first stage, I started from gathering this information on how to create and understand the framework for human rights and business in the context of the sexual diversity or gender diversity. In this sense, and then I came across a very important message and perhaps document on the UN guiding principles on the business and human rights that try to emphasize how corporate, whether international or global, should show their respect upon the LGBTIQ people as part of the business. Okay, to meet the responsibility to respect, business enterprises must have the sort of important necessary policies and processes in place, and hence the guiding principle identify three components of this responsibility. First, company must institute a policy commitment to meet the responsibility to respect human rights as well as due diligence. Second, they must undertake ongoing due diligence to identify, prevent, mitigate, and account for their human rights impact. And finally, they must have a process in place to enable recommendation for any adverse impact of the issue or action that they have contributed to, right? So human rights due diligence in this book and the report that I share with you refer to the process of identifying and addressing the human rights impact impact of a business enterprise across the operation and product and throughout its suppliers and business partner networks. Human rights due diligence should include assessment of internal procedure and system, as well as external engagement with groups potentially affected by the operation. It's interesting enough that the three major causes that emerged from the study is the so-called lack of supporting system and poor policy when it comes to gender diversity at the Thai business sectors. Even though the company need to work towards the completion of things such as the sustainability report, which they can easily put this information into the report easily, but they still feel that this is something that should be categorized as B or C grade when you compare to different other social issues such as working with the community, providing scholarship to the students, saying, right? So that's the point which I think is quite interesting from the workplace perspective. And the second point that I learned from the data is pretty much the human perspective, in the sense that we seem to have some sort of microaggression at workplace. This choice of language and behavior tend to be not quite PC when you think of what